4, 3, 2, 1. This is left side of the brain. Hashtag I'm done. Hashtag Jaguars up. Hashtag Team Jaguars. Back in the building. Back in the sanctuary of nature itself. It's been a minute. Not too long, a few days. Had to take a little break just to breathe and get some oxygen and fresh air. But you all know that when I take breaks, that means I'm coming back with some more strong wisdom. So without further ado, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the likes button, add us on Instagram at Left Side of the Brain 2. Let's get in it tonight. From a viewer's request, shout outs to Ace Rizzle. You know who you are. I promised that I would touch on the martial arts perspective of things, and I'm going to put it into this video in a metaphorical sense, the best way that I can. And when you have requested me, and this is for anybody who requests me to do certain videos and touch on certain topics, like tonight I uploaded a picture on Instagram, and basically what I'm gonna start doing is allowing you all to request a topic, a monthly topic, and the best topic, I'll speak upon it. So if you go on the Instagram right now, you will see the latest photo that I uploaded on Instagram, and underneath that picture you can put a good title heading for me to touch on for the next video on the channel. And sometimes when people request videos and things, I feel good out here too, people. It's fall time. This is fall semester. It feels good. You know, I like when the weather changes like this because it's not too hot. It's not too cold. I'm right here by the water. It's a nice breeze, so it feels real good out here. But sometimes when people request these videos, I like to do it naturally. And that way it doesn't have to come off forced. You know what I mean? Like everything I speak upon, I like for it to fit into the narrative of what we deal with. So let's jump right into it. Tonight's title for this video is War and Relationships. War and relationships. I was at home today, laying on the bed, woke up a little late this morning. So I got up and I was thinking about some things, and something came across my mind. You see, me, it'll be just certain things that stimulates me to speak about certain subjects. And the stimuli for tonight's topic, it came from, I was looking at a documentary about gangs, and I was saying to myself how these young men and people who engage themselves in like gang lifestyle, they think by behaving in a macho way or engaging in this tough man contest, they feel as if they are working or basically implementing some type of survival technique. They feel that we live in the jungle, so I have to portray this certain image. I have to look tough. I have to join a gang. I have to put on this facade. But then I thought about it. And this is where the martial arts aspect comes in. People who live that fast lifestyle, They die fast. They don't live long. Think about what I said. Fast lifestyle and they die fast. Slow lifestyle and you live a long time. And it's almost like it's like you can even look at that as a form of following the, I'm trying to avoid using that word organic portal because I promise myself it's almost like they chasing the human prison bar effect. The human prison bar effect is when you chasing the program. And the program says to join a gang. And that's the easy way out. I don't mean like an easy way out far as cheating on a test and not studying. I mean, that's the easy way out to cut your life short. Now here's where the martial arts aspect comes into play. You see, the perfect offense is defense. Defense is a offense. What do I mean by that? It's just like when you playing basketball, right? If you set a full court press, you are setting up the offense to lose possession of the ball. You make it harder for them to cross the half court line. And by doing that, you are already closer to your goal because they got to get over the half court line. And by pressing them, you create an easier offense for yourself. Now, let me put that into the martial arts perspective. By not engaging in the group mentality, the herd mentality, by practicing solitude and I'm going to say this cave mentality. Remember I said I walk around with that cave with me. By practicing that cave mentality, you protect yourself. So it's almost like an offense because I look at it like this. Life is a game, and every year that I survive, every second that I survive, I'm still in the boxing match. Like I was looking at a good boxing fight this weekend. Terrence Crawford and Jose Benavidez. And I noticed in that fight, during the press conference, the Jose Benavidez guy, he was talking a lot of smack. Oh, he gonna do this and that. Terrence Crawford, he was more laid back. So when the fight night actually came, when he actually got in the ring with Terrence Crawford, it was a whole different ball game. He didn't do any of that stuff that he said he was going to do in the press conference. And eventually he got knocked out. He got stopped in the 12th round by an uppercut. So my point is, it's not so much the bravado that keeps you alive. It's not the machoism. It's the smartness, the strategical defense. And to put it in perspective, or to relate it to what I'm saying, a boxing match is set up like this. The winner is the last one who is standing. So Like I said, I look at life like a game or a boxing match. The last one standing is the victor. That's the one who wins. So what did we say? You live that fast lifestyle, you get taken out fast. So just like in a boxing match, if you exert yourself too fast in the beginning rounds, then you don't have enough energy left for what they call the championship rounds. The championship rounds in boxing is round 10, 11, and 12. Most fighters, they fade during those last few rounds because they didn't pace themselves. They moved too fast. You get what I'm saying? So the same thing can be said with this life. If you're moving too fast, you will burn yourself out. Because this is a fast-paced world. And it's designed to burn your energy. That's the whole purpose of this life. They just want to burn you out. Ever heard somebody say, I feel burned out, man? Because that's exactly what's taking place. So to bring it into this martial arts perspective, this warfare perspective, the quiet man, the silent assassin mentality, that's the one that will survive the longest, staying out of the jungle. See, animals in captivity, they typically live longer than their counterparts out in nature. You see, zoo animals, animals that's locked up, because they're not living in the competitive nature where everything is based on violence and manipulation. Everything in nature is based on violence and manipulation. So the more you participate in that fast-paced lifestyle, the faster you will eliminate yourself from this world. So martial arts is a mentality. It's a mentality based upon knowing when to speak, who to speak to, where to speak, and most importantly, you have to know what you're about to speak and who are you speaking to. It's all martial arts. Like, it's mental. And I'm pointing to my temple right now when I'm saying this. It's mental. Knowing who to speak to out here in this world. Using your senses. When I'm out in public, I can look at certain people and I can say to myself, don't say nothing to that person. Avoid that person. Don't say nothing to that person. And y'all know what I'm talking about. And you end up disobeying the voice that's inside of you. And what ends up happening? You get yourself caught up. And this is a synchronicity, what just walked past us. Because what we say tonight's subject is war and relationships. Have y'all noticed these videos have synchronicities? We talking about war and relationships. We still on the war part right now. We on the war path right now. So martial arts, like me myself, I practice martial arts. Qigong, breathing exercises, Tai Chi, the yoga aspect. And all of these martial art techniques is to keep you out of trouble. See, when you focus on meditation, and I don't mean just sitting in a lotus position, I mean like what I'm doing right now. This is a form of speech meditation. I'm contemplating. Contemplating and meditation is the same thing. You see, when you are focused on your higher self. And your higher self is basically knowledge. Because what we say the soul is a collection of information. So your higher self is higher knowledge. So it's basically that soul and that higher knowledge all in one. That higher knowledge, that collection of information that we pick up from lifetime to lifetime, from day to day. Because every day, I was thinking to myself today, every day I learn something new. Let me not get into that right now. Let me stay on this. Now, when you are in that martial art meditation, like when you in that dojo and you hitting that training bag, you taking all your frustration out on the training bag. And once you relaxed, you don't have time to do nothing else. You feel like just calming down and relaxing and getting in your state of, your state of peace, oneness with yourself. You slow down everything. You work your heart rate up and then you bring it down. Even when I'm fighting or practicing, I pace myself. I gotta pace my heartbeat. It's the same way with this life. You can't overexert yourself because they just want to burn you out. So you can't overexert yourself. So the best way to defeat a fight is by avoiding the fight altogether. Because that's what martial arts is all about anyway. You take up any self-defense art form to protect yourself. What is the greatest protection other than solitude? What happens in prison when they want to protect the inmate? And let's say if it's a high profile inmate, what would they do? They send that inmate into solitude because they want to keep him out of the population, the general population within the prison, because it's a higher risk. So that's what I'm saying. Solitude is a defense. Staying under the radar is a defense. When planes fly over the enemy line, they fly under the radar. They fly under the radar system so they won't be detected. So keeping yourself undetected is a form of blocking a kick or blocking a punch or slipping a punch just by not even coming in contact with it. That's the perfect defense. And your mind will already be trained if the risk is totally unavoidable. Like if somebody just bring it to you, you'll be ready, because it's not like you not prepared. Like me, I stay prepared 24/7 for physical conflict, spiritual conflict, any way they want to bring it. I stay prepared 24/7. But what I'm saying is, you see these people out here, they in that tough man contest and they joining these gangs and they trying to live this fast lifestyle. They think by putting on this certain bravado, that is the key to survival. No, that's just making you a bigger target. And you wonder why I don't show my face. I'm not trying to expose myself. I'm a law-abiding citizen. So, only thing I do on this channel is just speak Gnostic information. So, I don't have to be all out in front of people, because I know that the more you are out in front of people, the higher your chances will become with having some type of conflict with people. Especially when you got that jaguar spirit, and if you are an enlightened person, what communication does darkness have with light? It will lead, like I said in that video about not having small talk with people, because it's only going to lead to some type of conflict. I'm just giving you conflict resolution before it even starts. This is martial arts. So you can throw onto my title that left side of the brain is a master in martial arts as well. Notice all the kung fu movies. If they want to practice under the sensei or the master, the grand wizard, he lives somewhere high in the mountains in a monastery, and he's sitting in front of like a water stream or a stream, or a waterfall is behind him, and he's just sitting in a position of meditation. You don't think he can fight? Yes, he can fight. But guess what else? He figured out that true martial arts is coming into unison with nature, because nature will protect its own. Don't ever forget that. When you come in tune with nature, that becomes your security force. You see, these elements, the elements understands who is who. Because if you natural, that means you naturally will defend nature, and nature will naturally defend you. I really believe that. I really believe that. Let's just say when the day comes and they start locking people up, and when the lockdown really begins, when martial law really begins, certain people like myself, they're not going to be able to touch. It might be a convoy of military trucks coming down the street, but because I'm in tune with nature, some type of storm may form and create a wind to blow a tree down to block the road so they can't get to me. This is what I'm saying. This stuff is real, because your mind is connected to everything that's around you. And when your mind is out of tune with nature, then nature will eliminate you or allow you to be eliminated. So it's kind of like that character in the X-Men, Storm, who has the power over the elements. This is basically what I'm saying. You can have control of the elements by living according to nature. You can become Storm, like that X-Men character, just by becoming in tune with nature. That is martial arts. Then you have the physical aspect. I exercise. Can't forget about exercise, because that keeps you healthy. And again, it's all about who is the last one standing. That's what it boils down to. When a bell rings at the end of the fight, only thing the judges want to know is who was the last man standing. When the dust settles, they just want to know who was the last one standing. And who didn't give in. Because you can add it up. Every day you live, Every day you wake up, that's another mark, another point on your life scoreboard. On your life scoreboard, that's another point. And the enemy says, I didn't take him out yesterday. Let me try again today. I didn't take him out today. Let me try again tomorrow. I sent this person in his path to destroy him. It didn't work. You know what? We're going to send something a week later. We're going to send a similar situation, but in another person will be used to bring him down. Then they send another female or some other situation just to see, have you grown from the last time? And then every morning you wake up, he passed the test again. He passed again. And every time you wake up, I know for myself, I get tougher every day. Every day I get tougher and tougher and tougher every day. Because I'm made out of the best material that this universe has to offer. I'm made out of that material. I'm made out of that substance. So I'm Teflon. I'm spiritual Teflon that they can't tear down. So that is martial arts. Just staying out of the line of fire. Now what would be silly is you don't ever see no martial arts master. He don't go around picking fights with people. He quiet. He keep to himself. You know how they say you got to watch out for the quiet ones. And that's true. Usually the ones with you know how they say all bark and no bite. That's how it is most times. But if you go about this thing, staying in your lane, you got the information. You listen to the channel. You can go through these videos whenever you need a pep talk. It's over 100 and something, almost 200 videos on this channel. You can go through the videos, you can take notes. You can listen to these at night. You don't got an excuse. This your personal little sanctuary. And if you're still alive and you're still tuning in to this channel, you are still on the right path. Some of you are addicted to this channel and to this information. That's good. That's a good sign. Because guess what? I'm addicted to making the videos. So it's reciprocal. We helping each other. I like the comments. I like to respond to the comments. I like the Instagram page. I like when you respond to the Instagram. I like your attention that you give me. And I know you like the attention that I give back, because we are friends. We are jaguars. We are teammates. And that's how it's supposed to be. We're not trying to get vain attention. It'd be different if I was just a vain kind of person and I'm just posting videos all about myself, showing off jewelry, cars. Not that type of attention. Positive attention that you can grow from. Because most people in this world, you give them attention, but you can't grow from it. Like these celebrities. If you get an autograph from a celebrity, you can't grow from that. They give you the type of attention that you can't build from. But this type of attention, you can grow from it. You leave a comment on this page, somebody reads it, you leave something enlightening, you spark something in somebody's brain. Not just me, it can be any random person. I've been sparked by many comments that people left. I don't always say it, but I read the comments. I can't get to every one every time. Like today I was reading comments. And I'm going to get to some more comments tonight. But what I'm saying is the attention is reciprocal attention. If you get an autograph from a Hollywood celebrity, what do you get? What do you get out of that? Nothing. But with this, the attention we give each other, because it's like this. Attention can only go, it can go one way without nothing coming back, or it can go this way and then you receive something from it. I'm not the type of person, like me, I don't compliment girls like, hey, beautiful, sexy, and then walk away. It's like you wasted attention. You get what I'm saying? Like you wasting attention and not getting nothing out of it. If I have the courage to say, hey, sexy, then I should have the courage to say, here's my phone number, or can I take your phone number down? That's what I'm saying. Like this thing, everything I'm saying is basically to keep our energy from being wasted and to keep us out of trouble, unnecessary fights and confrontation. So I hope I covered the martial arts aspect of this war that we are engaged in, because we are at war 24/7. For instance, like me right now, I'm sitting here making this video, right? Nobody is disturbing me right now. You know why? I'm in war right now, but I'm behind the sandbags. And I still got my life. Once your life is taken away, the battle is over. I still got my life in me. Now, natural, I'm not talking about just dying of natural causes. I'm saying like you agitating something that happened to you. We already know that. See, we, the United Souls, us, the United Souls, we not in this world to save everybody. We here to save ourselves from damnation. Because God, he already knows the outcome of this whole entire world. And in this war that we are in, the battle, the war is already over. We just living out our days.